December 31, welcome to the last day of 2015 everyone. Tim Hodges and Jack Perkins with you. Jack, New Year's Eve celebrations, what do you got in store?
We'll have a few quiet ones and welcome in the new year, but we're still talking about 2015, aren't we?
We've got the highs and the lows of the V8 supercar season in 2015, and I've got a very rough list for you, Jack, so I'll run through them and you give me a comment and whether it's a good category or not. I think the biggest winner of all is Mark Winterbottom when you look back on 2015. Huge for him to finally get that number one on the car and win the championship.
Yeah, exactly right. Number one on the car. He's a winner, isn't he? Proved throughout the year that pole positions, race wins, car speed was there. Won Bathurst a couple of years before that. So he's sort of ticked all the boxes now to get the number one on the door. He definitely wants to win it again. So winner in my eyes for sure.
So a huge Mark Winterbottom winner. His team, Pro Drive Racing Australia, they were famous for making a mess of things during races, but finally they got their act together this year and finally they won that elusive title, not only for Mark, but also for everyone in that team.
Yeah, I mean, over the years we've seen lots of mistakes, haven't we? And we've been pretty critical on them. And they tried at the Gold Coast with the car release there for Mark Winterbottom to stuff it up. But credit where credit's due. They held it together for the whole year. Cars never missed a beat. Fantastic preparation. And again, they are winners, so they'll be looking forward to hopefully keeping that tag for next year as well.
So Winterbottom's a winner, Pro Drive's a winner. I guess the loser is Mark's teammate, Chaz Mostert. A horrible crash at Bathurst. We all know about that. Enormous injuries. Look forward to 2016. Do you still think he can return to this sport and return to being a force as soon as the Clipsal 500, or do you think it will take some time for him?
It's not going to be easy, but he's a loser in the sense that he was so close to being able to win the championship this year and then to miss out on the opportunity through the injuries and the crash, as you spoke of, just devastating for him and the team. But the recovery from his injuries is going to be one to watch. We talk in football, these sort of injuries would take 12 months and he's got to be ready well inside that to be on the grid next year. The car speed that he showed this year was incredible. Still won the Armour All Pole Award and he missed the back half of the season. But he missed the back half of the season because of a mistake he made at Bathurst in qualifying. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's a loser, but, Chaz will come back fighting. He's got a lot of years in the sport.
Yeah, it's one thing to get his body right for Clipsal. It's another thing, the mental demons, because he had a couple of big hits in Adelaide as well last year on top of what happened, obviously, at Mount Panorama.
And it's not an easy track to come back to, A lot of commitment required, and if you're a bit ginger maybe with a few injuries, yeah, look, but I'm sure he'll be right. He'll be pretty focused on that right through this Christmas period. He'll be working very hard on getting himself in good shape.
Another winner for you, Jack, as a result of Jamie Whincup losing. I think a winner has been the sport. After such a period of domination by Jamie Whincup, I think it was actually good for someone else other than J-Dub to actually be crowned Drivers' Champion.
Yeah, absolutely. Sport's a big winner. Unfortunately for Jamie, winners become villains because people get sick of the same people winning, but when you get new winners, new champions, it's fantastic for the sport. So yeah, I think you're right. V8's Supercars is the big winner.
So Jamie Whincup losing, I think his teammate Craig Lowndes a big winner. Again, so competitive all throughout the season. Just fell short in Sydney, but adding another Bathurst title to his long CV, a huge year for him.
Yeah, I mean the supporters love seeing a competitive Craig Lowndes, and more often than not, he is very competitive. So to win Bathurst with Stephen Richards, two fantastic guys, people that no one's disappointed to see those guys winning. So absolutely a big tick for the win there.
A couple more winners for you. Steve Richards, I think, was awesome for him to win Bathurst as a co-driver, and also, without peeing in your pocket, I think it was fantastic to see you finally get that first win alongside James Courtney at such a big event like the Gold Coast 600.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, whenever you get a win in V8 Supercars, it's fantastic, but also, Steve Owen and Jonathan Webb were also other co-drivers to win races throughout the season of endurance. And, that's the best thing about having the co-drivers involved is there'll be a few more first winners. And the sport loves first-time winners and, for me personally, it was fantastic, but for the sport, it was also really good.
Did you ever fear that first win was never going to come?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been knocked down plenty of times, but to finally get that win was fantastic, and we'll be celebrating that through this Christmas period.
So you were terrific, and it was great to see. The loser was obviously your Enduro teammate, James Courtney. The horrible incident at Sydney Motorsport Park that punctured his lung and busted a handful of ribs. You have to put him down as a loser, an unfortunate loser in 2015.
Yeah, well, I mean, it feels weird that we're calling Chaz and James Courtney losers because they're champions of our sport, but you're right. I mean, to the way that injury panned out, a helicopter and broken ribs and everything was, I mean, you just wouldn't script that sort of stuff. So to be in championship contention and then missing races because of a freak injury, unfortunately, that makes him a loser.
Now our brief is winners and losers in V8 supercars. I'm going to get our last winner is a very high winner. The Stadium Super Trucks. We saw them at Adelaide. They were so good they got them back for the Gold Coast. They were so good they got them back for Homebush. I think when you talk about winners and losers in this sport, you have to put Robbie Gordon's Stadium Super Trucks in there. They were unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, but big winners out of that were the Clipsal 500 team. Nathan and Craig from the Clipsal went over to America a couple of years ago, saw them at Long Beach, and they said, we want this product at the Clipsal 500. And they did a fantastic job to get them here. Everyone loved them, and now they're going to be on the bill for a few more years to come, so I can't wait to see more jumps.
The Stadium Super Trucks, they were seriously sensational. Get to the Clipsal 500 next year if you haven't seen them. Jack, Happy New Year to you. Have a great night tonight. And to you, have a very happy New Year. We'll see you soon on the Armour All Summer Grill. Each week, Armour All will be giving away the ultimate summer pack.
The pack comprises of a range of summer products such as the Armour All foldable chair, Armour All hat, chiller esky bag, bottle opener, Armour All stickers, along with a range of Armour All products to keep your car looking cool and clean this summer. To enter the draw, all you have to do is click on the link below and fill in your details. It's that easy.
See you tomorrow for another episode
of the Armour All Summer Grill.
So if you want to wash your car really properly, remember where we live. We live in Australia. We've got some pretty exclusive elements out here. Some harsh reality about washing cars. And I don't just mean the exterior surfaces. Open up your car and clean some of the apertures around your door frames, under your boot, under your bonnet, because remember, some of the organic matter that collects on your car is a great way to start corrosion. And I don't mean insects, I mean stuff that falls from trees. I mean on any car. Just about anywhere. If you lift the bonnet, and you've been anywhere near a gum tree or trees, in around what we call a plenum, on either sides here, you'll generally find a collection of leaf litter. Get rid of it. Not only is it a great way to start corrosion, but it's also blocking up the air feed to the interior of your car.